Hello, and welcome to 10-minute tutorial for research. My name is Nihit Pokhrel. I'm a partner solutions architect in the high performance computing team here at AWS. And today we'll learn about quantum computing on AWS, particularly about launching your first notebook. To get started with the video, the only prerequisite I have is that you have an existing AWS account. Once you have your existing AWS account, we will go to the AWS Management Console. This is what the AWS Management Console looks like. I am logged in, and this is the landing page. On the left side of your Management Console, you can see the search bar. Please go ahead and type Amazon Braket here. And now we'll go to your Amazon Braket landing page. You'll notice that Amazon Braket has not been enabled yet. There are a few things that we need to do before you can go ahead and run your quantum task on Amazon Web Services. Following Amazon best practices, we recommend that you do this as IAM users. Every Amazon account can have multiple users with different set of permission. This allows every IAM user to control their security differently from other users. To do that, we will again go to IAM, which is Identity and Access Management, also a service provided by Amazon Web Services. Now let us go to IAM by typing in IAM on the search bar. So once you go here, on the left side of the screen, you see users. Go ahead and select users. Then we'll select add users. Let me remind you once again that we are now creating an IAM user with limited permission. Let us call this IAM user Nihit P demo. And we will give this user programmatic as well as the management console access by checking these two boxes here. In general, it is a good practice to auto-generate a password and require that your IAM user changes the password. But for the purposes of this video, I'm going to custom the password as well as uncheck the required password reset button. Now we'll go ahead and select next. And then we'll attach what is called policy to this IAM user. These policies determine the permissions associated with any user. So on the search button here, type in Amazon Braket full access. This policy, when attached to the user, gives almost everything that the user needs to run their first quantum task. Now we'll go ahead and select next. Select next. Make sure all the information here is correct, and we'll now go ahead and create user. Now a user is created. The user's name is Nihit P, and these are the information associated with the user. If you're an admin, this is the only time you get this information. So we recommend that you either send an email to an IAM user or download the credentials so that you can give it to your IAM user. There's one more thing that we need to do before you log into your management console as the user. Let's go ahead to IAM one more time. And we'll then go to users. Here, for this user, we need to add an inline policy as well. This inline policies gives additional permissions to this user to launch their notebook in Amazon Braket. Then click on Add Inline Policy, go to JSON file, and this additional permission you can find on Amazon Braket Developer Guide. So this guide will also be attached with the video, so don't worry about finding the permissions to attach. Please go ahead and click and select the permissions. And now go ahead and paste it here as so. Once you attach this policy, you will have everything that is needed for the IAM user to launch Amazon Braket. We'll go ahead and give this policy a name. Let's call it Braket Additional Policy. and then create copy. Okay, now you can see that this IAM user has 2 permissions associated with them. Now click on security credentials, and from here we'll go ahead and copy this sign-in link. Now as an IAM user, please go ahead and log in to your AWS Management Console. The IAM username was Nihit P Demo, and the password was a password that I had set. Once you sign in, Nihit P Demo, and you can now sign in to your AWS Management Console. This should look the same as the console that we saw in the very beginning of this demo. Now go ahead and click on Amazon Bracket. So this will now take us to Amazon Bracket landing page like it did before. And now we have the option to select where we want our data to be stored. You can create a new bucket, specify another bucket, or select an existing S3 bucket that you have. For the purposes of this video, we'll just say create a new bucket. So for the purposes of this video, we'll ask that you create a new bucket, and the bucket will be created. Here's the name of your bucket. And then just go ahead and select I have read and accepted the terms and conditions, and that is all you need. Then go ahead and click on Enable Amazon Bracket. That should take a couple more seconds, and this will now take you to your Amazon Bracket landing page. Okay, now there you have it. Once you arrive here, you can see all the different hardware that are available on the Amazon Bracket page. If you scroll down, you'll see all the simulators as well. The left side of the screen, you can see notebooks. So to launch your notebook, let's go ahead and click the Notebooks tab, and then create notebook instance. To create a notebook instance, you have to give the notebook a name. Let us now call it NP Demo again. And you also have to pick the instance type. M3 T3.medium is just fine. We'll leave everything as it is, and then create a notebook instance. After you create the notebook, it will take a couple of minutes for this notebook to go live. And after that, you can use this notebook to launch any quantum task on Amazon Bracket.